Underleveled conclusion! Welcome to the final part of Pokémon Emerald.
Where we have gay sex.
Bye.
So anyway, there is only one thing left to do. We've caught all legendary Pokemon except for Jirachi, but fuck off. So yeah, there's only one thing left to do.
Hardcore gay sex.
Yes.
I want a follow-up video when you eventually catch Jirachi.
Jiraichi.
Iraqi.
I don't want to hunt down that disc, Daniel.
One day. Doesn't have to be now.
And you can't, there's no, like, way to, like...
Oh, wow, May! I'm surprised you knew where to find me. Do you, maybe think of me as just a rock maniac? No, that can't be right. We battled alongside each other at the Sidopolis Space... You mean the Moss Deep Space Center? You should have a very good idea about who I am. Okay, May, if you're gonna mount a serious challenge, expect the worst. Okay, so Steven! Steven was the champion in Ruby and Sapphire. In this game, they made it Wallace, and Steven is now the super boss.
Oh.
Truly the Dark Souls.
Did you not know about this game?
20 levels on you.
Nope.
Oh.
Wait, actually...
I never did this much.
Because, like, yeah, this is basically, like, Red in Gen 2.
Oh, nice.
Also leads with Toxic. Wait, not
Kinda
Thunderbolt?
based on kind of crazy.
I guess this is a good matchup to start.
A
You
Skarmory?
resist everything. No, Lantern against Skarmory.
Oh yeah, Lantern against Skarmory, real.
You just resist literally
It's
everything it throws
super
at you.
effective.
Except it's
Spikes!
just setting up.
The spike setup is crazy.
I wonder why they use, like, the rival battle theme for this. It just seems kind of out of place. Doesn't sound
Yeah,
very climactic.
His theme is so much better.
What'd you say, Daniel?
His theme is so much better.
Does he have a theme?
Yeah,
Is it
I
the
think it's-
champion theme?
it might be.
And that was used for Wallace in this game, but they could have
Well, they could
easily
use it
used it
again.
for here, too.
I don't know, they remastered it in Oros and it's so good.
Oh, it's Aggron.
Aggravated Ron.
Aggravated Ronald.
Aggravated Ronald.
Oh.
Dude, the aloe plant has fucking had enough.
He is now become an armored dinosaur.
Oh my god, I forgot about Ron! How did I forget about Ron?
How could you forget about Ron?
You remember I killed Ron?
Yeah.
Oh,
Now he's
accident.
back and
Oh
he's
my
a
god,
pissed
it's
off
using
armored
Solar
dinosaur.
Beam?
Oh my god,
Slaughter.
yeah, no. Gary,
That runs Solar Beam.
he's
That's
he's
crazy.
after you. He's pissed.
Yeah. Oh,
5?
I
No,
deserve
wait,
it.
it's too late.
It's like the...
I miss Ron.
I fucking love this. It's there's this reaction image, and it's just a preview of like a YouTube short that's like how I load and cock a Glock. That's Ron.
Wait, he just used Solar Beam in a cave.
Yeah, he did.
Starts off with the best strategy, just like laying down spikes, and then follows it up with this.
He's hurt by spikes, not the entry hazards go crazy.
Now, to be fair, do keep in mind that this is a 28... Sorry, might as well be 29-minute part. Okay, but part of that is the credits, so can we really count that?
When
I
I
don't
was a
think
kid,
so.
Amaldo was my favorite fucking fossil.
He was so cool. I don't know, I loved him so much back then, and now I'm like, what was I thinking?
Yeah, I mean, he looks cool. Look at his cool, like, arm blades and his weird neck feather things.
yeah.
Like, that's cool.
He's
But
cool
as I got older, and I became olge, as one does when they become, olge.
No chance.
I was like, you know what? Although, he looks cool and all, but he looks kind of like an Ultraman monster, if anything. But you know what? I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it.
You're not feeling it.
Yeah.
And then, I'm not, because you know what? What's the other one in this game? Fucking Cradley? You kidding me? A ground plant? Man, a little weird. Okay,
Steven
that's
actually
weird.
has that too.
I know, which is weird. Also,
Cradley's
sick
grown
Hydro
on
Pump.
me over the years.
But and then obviously Gen
plan.
5 rolls around, and I don't like any of them. Except, Genesect, but he's Genesect.
What do you think of the Gen 8 fossils?
I'm trying to remember what the Gen 5 fossils were. It was the bird.
Bird
yeah,
up!
Or the turtle and the fucking
Oh, the
Genesect.
turtle was cool.
Tortuga? I don't
Yeah.
know, man. Or Caracosta, whatever.
Yeah, he's
he was
fine.
Okay. He was okay, I guess. It was okay.
Gabe, what do you think of the Gen 8 fossils?
The ones that are like the thrown together ones?
Yeah, the ones that are just slapped together with like no actual research.
Crab.
I know there's like three of them that are like really good meta-wise, like during that time. I just couldn't. I couldn't like, find in myself to like any of them.
You didn't even think they were funny enough?
Like Dracozolt, I guess, but like that's it.
I don't know, like, I really didn't like them at first because I'm like, are they doing this for real?
Like that's exactly like I thought it was just like a joke.
As soon as I saw like Dragapult, or not Dragapult,
Dracovish.
Dracovish is just it just tears through everything. It will one-shot water types with its water type move. It's so ridiculous. It's just funny. Like the stupid thing.
This stupid ass thing will fucking
one of the
kick
most
your
powerful
ass.
Pokemon ever made.
I'm
like,
what's the Gen 9?
Does Gen 9 even
Oh.
have fossils? I
Wait.
mean, okay, yes, it does have.
Yeah.
It is the
If you have
opposite of
Scarlet.
fossils. Well, I mean,
Well, if you have Scarlet, it has fossils.
no, I meant to say it has the opposite of fossils because they were never fossilized to begin with in Scarlet.
True.
Well, yeah.
True.
And then Violet has the actual opposite of fossil Pokemon.
Oh, but my answer for what I like now is in regards to Pokemon fossil is Scubutops. He's cool. Arm scythes, flathead, hermit. He's like horseshoe crab. He's cool.
Gen 6 had the coolest fossils.
Gen 6 was what?
The
The
Stegosaurus
Tyranitum?
and the Tyrantrum.
Yeah, it was
the dragon.
it was a
It had
T-Rex.
that,
and
it
a-
also
Yeah.
had Amara.
Yeah.
yeah, and
He's
there's
just,
a T-Rex.
Amara's
and-
really cool looking.
yeah,
It's
Amara-
terrible,
okay,
but it's cool looking.
The thing I like about Amara is that it's mostly the eyes, but it almost has that like Gen 1, Gen 2 look about it.
Yeah, but they both do, I feel like. Tyrant.
Like they look like it's like Ken Sugimori was like channeling his old art style that one time.
Oh,
Yeah.
let's not forget
Blast
about
from the past. They are fossils.
let's not forget about the Gen 4 Pokemon, the head Pokemon. One is attacks with his head and one defends with its face.
Wait.
Rampardos and Bastiodon.
Oh,
Ah, yes, of course.
you're right.
The thing is, I had
Ashiodon was really cool.
yeah. The thing is, I had my when my rabbit Pedro was still alive. He would do this thing whenever you were like petting him. He liked. There's like a spot between on the top of his head between his ears that he really liked, and he always like kind of nudged further down just so you can get up to that spot.
Aw.
And whenever you didn't, like basically he was like giving you hints. But if you didn't take those hints, he just like fucking like headbutt your hand. And whenever he did, I was like, damn, Rampardos using Zen headbutt. This shit hurts.
Ah, yes.
Sweet.
He hits like a truck, but
Metagross is using the meat masher.
He is meteor mashing at this very moment when you learn it as Beldum. Or not Beldum, Matang. What is this, bro? This piece of wheat?
Wheat?
I need more compressed air
Oh.
so I can get hot. No.
So fair.
I've got a empty can of it right here. It's Office Depot. The pack of 4 is like $14. It's
For
cheap.
compressed air?
For 4 cans, yeah, of
pretty
10
good.
ounce. They're not the little bitch kinds, they're 10 ounces, which are pretty nice. Holy shit, Clay, I'll go crazy. There was a guy I
A
remember
whole
watching.
guy?
It was a man standing, and I was watching him do like a random Pokemon Showdown video, and he had his clay doll as the rapid spinner, but also a new explosion. And
Yeah.
when asked by one of his chat why he would give his rapid spinner explosion, he's like, well, once their spiker is dead, I can just use him as a bomb.
Yeah.
I'm like, you know what? That's a great strategy.
He has one job. When it is
He does.
complete, he has another one.
He has his final job. I respect it though, man.
Oh yeah.
Running.
Taking one for the team.
Yes, sir. Oh, the screening. Jeez. You need a little revive.
Yeah, Claydol, pretty much just a tank support.
Mm-hmm.
Cannot
That's
hit
why he's great.
at all. Oh yeah, he's great. Also, such a good design.
Yeah. Half of his eyes are closed and half of his eyes are open, and he has a lot of them.
He looks like he could be somehow connected to the Reggies, since he's
He
got all
looks
those
like-
eyes.
Like with one eye open and one eye closed, it looks like on each set of his eyes, wherever you look, he looks like an owl because like the little thing is like a beak. It looks like he's winking.
Oh wow!
Oh,
I've never
yeah,
noticed
On
you're
every
right.
set. Yeah, it
No,
looks
I
like if
can't
anything,
see
he's
it.
staring right into the camera and winking at you right now.
Or like, well, it's
He-
like, he
like
has
he's thinking
multiple
to himself-
faces, Actually,
Sorry, what,
it's like
Gary?
his face is full circumference.
Yeah.
It is. It's all the way around.
Yeah, yeah.
Like an owl.
And he has
Yep.
nipples.
Oh, he's an owl.
Oh, he do be having boobies.
He
Claydol's
looks
an
at you.
owl.
He looks you right in the eye and says, God, I'm good at being an owl.
Hoot, hoot.
Hoot! Hoot!
Tis I. Claydol. I'm going to scream.
Played owl.
Yo, I actually deadass need Wobbuffet. Actually, no, he's too slow. No, actually,
Whenever
I think
you
he'd be
say
great.
that, I keep hearing. I don't know. I just keep mishearing you. I'm not exactly sure what I'm hearing.
Deadass?
What, Wobbuffet?
No.
Wobbuffet?
Yeah. What am I? I'm
Wobbuffet?
hearing something. That's okay.
Wobbuffet!
I feel
getting
like
some water
Wobbuffet,
right
because
now.
he's so good at setting screens, he'd be great on the NBA court. His only method of
Wobbuffet.
defense is setting screens.
Wobbuffet?
I'm sorry, but the moment you said that, I just imagined, like,
Thought the defense
Wobbuffet
was
just doing a slam dunk.
blocking them in place.
Yeah, Wobbuffet, like each of his little like leg parts has like a pair of Jordans on it. Yeah, he's the
Good
best.
God, that's a lot of Jordans.
I know.
Yeah.
A lot of pair of J's on the feet.
Fly.
I don't think he could jump very high though. He doesn't look like he has very strong glutes.
No, that's why I'm saying he's going to be a stalwart defender on the court. He's going to set screens and he's going to get in the passing lane.
I was sorry. I think I was a little hung up on Evan saying that he's doing a slam dunk.
I mean, he can if he needs to
Well,
drive.
why
to
do
the paint,
you
I'm sure
think
he
I
can
was
with counter.
laughing at the idea of it?
Because I'm sure, I'm sure.
He could hover. Maybe he has a jet. Maybe he has a jet underneath.
Well, see, like here's the thing, right? I'm sure he's probably pretty fucking fire.
Carrie's
Yeah.
favorite
In the
thing
paint.
about Pokemon is imagining Pokemon with jets.
Yeah, just put a rocket on them and makes everything better.
What is?
We do have a few of those.
We do have a few rockets.
Yeah.
Like Geodude.
Like right there. That was the ground trembling because the rocket was
Unfortunately,
taking
this was
off.
exactly what I should have expected would happen.
I just think that like
Start talking about
Wobbuffet
rockets?
low-key peak design. In the same way that like Domo is, where it's just like eyes in a big mouth.
I haven't thought about Domo in a while.
Me neither.
Yeah.
Until just now.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like Domo was like everywhere like about like 12 years ago.
Yeah,
know.
I think Domo was like the transition point between goth and punk hot topic and fandom hot topic.
That
You know
is
what I
mean?
accurate.
I actually think I would agree with you, yeah.
I feel
That's
like there's
weird.
still
It's
some
weird to hear
overlap.
it put that way, but I think you're right.
Thank you.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
Hot Topic is the transition of Hot Topic is a really interesting one to me because I remember it being that scary goth store you didn't go into when you were 6. And
This one time a scalper tried to get me to go into a Hot Topic and buy a bunch of Funko Pops for him because he was banned.
oh my gosh,
Very nice.
Did you shoot him?
No. I just
Apparently,
said
looks like he has a bunch of soggy like Nerf darts on
I
his
just
head.
said no thank you and walked away.
Or also some glizzies. Or also dicks.
Dicks? Yeah, you know
So
what?
the
Yeah,
little
no, I
things
can
on his
see it.
neck,
I can
they
see
look
it.
Like they look like fingers. Like hot, like what do you call them, wiener wraps? The soggy, shitty orange Nerf darts that aren't the ones that stick, or just penises.
You know, honestly, you mentioned fingers, and I feel like fingers just like popping, like a whole bunch of fingers popping out of the neck like that. That sounds like it'd be a JoJo stand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like a Shin Megami Tensei design.
I'm not even talking about like the design of the stand. I'm talking about like its ability is like it makes body parts like creep out of areas in like the most disturbing
Robin.
way possible.
So Nico Robin, but gross.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, sex. Except she's kind of gross.
She'd be gross if she wasn't hot.
Yeah, for real.
It's like that. Like that's JoJo. Like it will be like it's gonna have like this weird like idea like that, and it's just gonna be in like the grossest way possible. Like here's fucking Weather Report turning people into snails.
Weather Report was a goofy guy.
Yeah.
He sure was a goofball.
Or was that?
Dude, I need to, yeah.
You need
You know,
what?
I don't know.
You even did you
No,
just
I
feel the
don't.
need to say something, but then didn't come up with anything to say?
Yes, that's a lot of what I do.
where I feel like Will does the opposite. He baits people for a joke and then tries to see if they can run with it.
Yeah.
I don't actually think of any jokes. I just put people into situations where they could maybe be funny.
You see, I think it's funny
Yeah.
that you like to put people into situations because you've never been in a situation in your life.
I've never been in
He was
Yeah,
in the
name one
happenstance,
situation you've
though.
ever been in, you son of a bitch.
The happenstance.
That's true. There was the
Oh,
happenstance.
true.
The
Something
situation.
happenstance?
The
I actually
only
wasn't- I actually
situation.
wasn't in that situation. I just knew about it.
Oh.
This motherfucker really out here listening to Pump and Happenstance like he's graduated.
See, I think the happenstance was funnier before you remembered what it was, just because it just like popped up in your reminders out of fucking nowhere.
Yeah.
It's quite an unusual, like... It's a pretty esoteric meme, I must
Yeah.
admit. Like,
I'm gonna burp. I'm gonna mute.
This fucking
No.
Cradley. This fucking Cradley.
You missed it.
This fight is still going.
Look,
I
alright?
was distressed when I said I was going to mute when I burped.
I need to hear it expound from your mind.
Why did you phrase it like that?
Armaldo looks as tough as Cradle Eye is.
It does.
I'm a girl. I can't let boys know that I burp.
Yeah,
Strangles you.
that's illegal.
Die.
Yeah, you guys can't know the girls burp.
He's using ingrain.
bro, but the way you just said that, that implies that girls do in fact burp.
Yeah,
So-
but you don't believe it.
Daniel, I just want to point out the fact that this Cradley has 2 restoring moves with Giga Drain, and
Oh yeah,
that's
it's a wall.
it. And it was confused, right? What the fuck?
It's a wall.
It's really the wall.
I mean,
The
he led
wall,
with
the
toxic.
wall.
What were you expecting?
That's true. It's just like that fucking. Whatever. This game
This
is full of
toxic!
roaches and rats. This thing is full of roaches and
Strategy
fucking
is
rats,
toxic.
and it still's got the spikes there.
Yep, the spikes are
Evident
still
rapid
there.
spinner.
No rapid spinner. Has a wall. Leads toxic.
Go
Ugh.
to sleep. You fucking.
Literally, this dude's a terrorist. Like this is. This is awful.
Like, what's it weak to? Like fighting and steel?
It crit?
I think
The
that's
crit
it.
Giga Drain is actually kind of crazy. Yeah, because Cradily is what?
It's weak to bug, I think too. It's grass and rock, which is actually a pretty good typing. Weirdly
That's a
enough.
crazy typing.
For two really bad typings, it's actually a really good.
I know, because
typing.
it covers weaknesses. That's kind of
Yeah.
crazy.
It's goddamn.
It's like steel and bug.
Yeah. Oh God.
Only weak to
Durant.
fire.
Only Durant was
Excuse
not
me. Yeah, go to sleep and stay asleep.
Oh no, I'm wrong. I also forgot ice. So it's got like 4 weaknesses and only 2 resistances. A lots of neutral.
It's not so much the weaknesses, it has more to do with the level gap and its fucking moveset.
Well, yeah, the level gap too. It's hard to get past a wall when you're underleveled.
Mm-hmm. Just like it's hard to get past the wall when you're under 5 feet.
True.
Yeah.
You are listening right now
Man,
and
you
you are
need
shorter than
some
5
focus
feet.
energy.
When was the last time you got around the wall? Probably never.
I just walked around it.
Nope, you can't. Your legs are too short. You'll get exhausted before you get around the wall.
It's like a corgi trying to run.
Yeah. Just gas
can do
yourself
it.
out. Not to wake up after fucking 3 turns. That's crazy. Probably because plants don't. Well, actually, never mind. They do.
Plants are always asleep.
I was gonna say.
Get kicked. Alright.
There's one.
Take 2.
Health.
Nice. Now use a dire hit.
He's got focus energy.
That's true. And oh, it didn't heal that much. Stalling out with Confuse Ray though is fucking crazy.
Jesus Christ.
What's his 4th move? I'm sure he probably already used it.
Is it rock slide?
Hang on, let me look this up. 'cause
That
I
would
don't
be
remember,
like-
actually.
Borderline fascist if that was true.
Ingrain, Giga
Borderline
Drain,
flash.
Confuse Ray, and what else?
Steven Stone, Battle Emerald, Meteor Falls, Cradily knows Giga Drain, Ingrain, Confuse Ray, and Ancient Power.
Ah, Ancient Power. I thought I saw some rocks.
Stones, Luigi.
You didn't make it!
It's ancient power. I even chiseled it. Well, what are you waiting for? Throw me a pass. It's even official size. It's super effective on Mario, but not official weight.
Boosts all
Mario
stats.
is dead.
Exactly, boosts all stats.
Actually, wait, has it? It's used Hidden Power, or Ancient Power, hasn't it?
I
Did it get a
believe so.
boost?
I don't know. I spam choice band hidden power until I get stats I need.
Oh yeah. You can choice band it in this game.
Mm-hmm. Nothing as good as choice band earthquake, though, baby.
If I have the option to run Ancient Power and I don't have a better move, I will always run it just because it's
Yeah.
so fun.
I know. Gamble the stats.
Oh yeah. I mean, Pokemon's all about luck, and then there are the people who've come to accept it and the people who get salty.
Yeah. Like Temsixth. The hero of the Pokemon Showdown. The hero of the
Oh yeah, that guy. I mean,
Now I'm using focus
most of
energy
those
because I'm
videos
getting tired of
insane.
not killing it.
You need to unleash your wrath, apparently.
they're still funny though,
Yeah.
just because of the strategies.
Yeah, so full transparency,
Unless-
I accidentally yanked my earbuds out, so I don't know if anything that you said
Oh.
within the past, like, 10 seconds was even caught on recording.
You fucking yank.
I just said a bunch of slurs.
We were just talking about.
You know, I know the yellow
M60.
parts and the forest story is fucking crazy.
Yeah, fucking asshole. Fucking actual dipshit.
I know
Murder
that, like, the
him in
little
real
yellow-
life. Fuck
the
the
little-
Pokemon battle. Who's got a knife on them?
The little yellow dots are supposed to be
Knife type
Cradley's
hasn't been
eyes.
invented yet. It's the one in his mouth, right?
Hmm?
That's its like actual eye.
Yeah, like, and so like, but it looks like the little things up top are like his eyes, and he just has like a gold tooth.
Yeah. Oh, I was thinking of it like a tongue.
You know, I always just assumed like those like the bigger yellow circles were like, you know, like some animals will have like a fake face that's like bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like moths in a killer whale.
Yeah. I just assumed it was something like that.
I think it is.
I don't know. I don't know anything about anything.
Nah, here's a shape peg of one.
Shape peg.
Dead. Wall broken.
I only accept things in guide form.
ERA form.
I had no idea you'd become so strong. Come to think of it, ever since our paths first crossed in Granite Cave in Dewford, I had this feeling. I thought that you would eventually become the champion. My predictions usually come true. And where will we go from here? Even I couldn't tell you that. Oh shit, this is just the same quote again.
Sad.
Rocks fall and Steven dies.
Now she just gets depressed because she's accomplished all her dreams and has nothing to strive to in life anymore.
Alright, and on that note, it's final thoughts time. Daniel's our
Just
main
has to
guest,
wait
so
for,
he goes first. So Daniel, you just
Final
talk about
thoughts.
your thoughts about the game and then you rate it out of 10.
I mean, I love this game. I've played more of this game than any other GBA game. This is the game I wish I had when I was a kid, and now I have it, and I play it all the time. I'm gonna give it probably an apple out of 2 corn cobs.
You're not going to give it an actual rating?
Oh, did you want me to actually give it a rating?
Yeah.
I mean, 7.8 out of 10, too much water.
Alright.
So fair.
Will goes next.
Alright. So I have to give it points because this game, I came back to do commentary for this game. Gen 3 is easy peasy my favorite. I don't give a fuck if the gameplay's better in any of them, because none of them have the and that's the best thing that's ever been invented. Like, the things that are important to me in a game, the aesthetic's really nice, the music's always great, I fucking love the MIDI trumpets, I stand by that so firmly. Like, the mystique of the game, like, obviously there's a lot of lore you can, like, understand, but, like, the way that it's presented is in such a way that you're given just, like, little drops here and there, and it, like, you know, you feel like you're in this, like, huge mystical world. The multiplayer, which we didn't get to, obviously, in this game, but I do have to mention, like, the secret bases and whatever. Like, that shit was so fucking fun. The puzzles, I thought, were very engaging. You know, as hard as it was, I like Sky Tower. Special place in my heart out of 10, I'm gonna say, like, 9.3.
Alright, Gabe.
I actually got this game, excuse me, at like a secondhand shop when I was young, and because I'd played Gen 4 prior to playing this one, so like obviously when I put the Game Boy game in, you know, to my Pikachu Game Boy Advance, I was like, damn, this game was crazy. I never finished it, never got past the Elite Four, never fought the Super Boss, never did any of that extra stuff. And I was like, Pokémon Emerald go crazy. As a kid, I rented Ruby from Blockbuster once, and I was like, wow, I want this game. And then I saw that there was like both in one, and I was like, cool, I'll do it, I'll take it. Music go crazy. This game introduced a lot of cool, like, fan favorite Pokemon, you know, Flagon, Salamence, you know, Deoxys. You know, I'm sure there's people like Absol, it's crazy. Like, design-wise, and also, you know, it's a cool game, you know, there's a lot. It's big, you know, there's a lot to do. I think the story's pretty cool, you know, obviously the two eco-terrorists realizing that eco-terrorism is bad is a pretty cool plot. Like, I don't have as much nostalgia factor tied to it, I guess, because, you know, it was I don't even remember when I got this game, but I got it I got it like as like Gen 5 was announced. I think is when I got it. So, but I still liked it a lot, and I think the Reggies are cool, and the music's cool. The game is very pretty. Some of the air, Snoop Doggy Dog Water, but some of them are pretty nice. Probably 9.2 out of 10.
Sorry, say that again.
9.2 out of 10.
All right. Carrie.
I had to introduce. There we go. I was waiting for my introduction. Everybody else got one. I want one too. So if it wasn't clear enough, I'm the only one here who has not only not played this game, but also has not played any Pokemon games. So that definitely influences my opinions when I give these reviews on Pokemon games. I think Lotad and was it Lunatone? That's it.
Lunatone, yeah, the moon Pokemon.
I think those two were my favorite. I thought they were, I don't know. I like the cute ones that look like they're just not doing anything. They're kind of just there. They're sort of like objects you put on a shelf, and yet somehow they can hurt you. It's really interesting to me. The Reggies were a cool concept near the end too. I like that. As well as the museums and other new interesting places such as underwater, and so there's some good music, especially given that it's a Game Boy Advance game. I certainly was pretty impressed with a couple of songs there. So for me, Pokemon games in general are kind of harder to follow because there are so many battle sequences, and from a purely viewer perspective, those can get quite tedious and monotonous since I'm not actually the one experiencing the fight. So I guess it's probably more fun to watch than to play, but it does leave me with a sort of lukewarm feeling about this game, and I kind of feel bad about that because of how much you guys seem to like it, but I truly think it just has to do with a player versus viewer experience. It's harder, I think, for a viewer to stay engaged than a player at the Pokemon games just based on how it's set up. So I'm going to rate it. It wasn't great, but it wasn't awful to experience, so I'd probably just give it an average 5 out of 10. It's definitely not an unbiased rating because it's from my viewer experience, so I'm certainly not saying it's a bad game, but just watching it, it's like, it's alright, it was there. Some good, there was some eh.
So before I say my final thoughts, I just wanted to ask real quick. When you said it's probably more fun to watch than to play, did you mean to say it's probably more fun to play than to watch?
Clearly.
All right. Anyway, so it's a bit weird because I have tons of memories with this game, and yet I feel like I don't actually have a lot to say about it. Like, it's weird because, like, the thing about Gen 3 is it feels a lot like Gen 1 again. In a lot of ways. Like, there's a lot of ways it feels unique, particularly with some cool town designs. Like, I like, Fortree, Sidopolis, and, Pacific Log in particular, because they're just, like, very unique ideas. And I like the whole diving underwater concept, too. And the Reggie hunt is, like, really neat in how it's kind of, like, playing with the expectations of, like, that whole urban legend concept. But Mew still isn't under the truck, so what's the point? And, you know, like, the soundtrack, you know, it's not my favorite Pokemon soundtrack, but those trumpets really do, you really don't forget them, ever.
They really hit hard.
So yeah, you know, it's like, I really can't call this one of my favorite Pokemon games, but at the same time, I'm not saying I don't like it. I did like it. I did. So, you know, I'm gonna give it a very safe, 7.8 out of 10?
How much
Too
water?
much water?
Okay, I have to change my score. I can't let that happen. You can't just copy mine.
All right, fine. I'll
But
give
you're
it
the
an
host,
8.2.
so you can keep it. No, you can keep it. I don't know. I'll give it like I still play
Depends
this
on
game.
who likes it more. You have to fight.
I still play this game like 20 years after it came out.
Oh, Daniel undisputedly likes this game more than I do.
Yeah, no, like when Gen 8 came out and I was super disappointed with it, I said, fuck it, I'm gonna go back and play the old one that I liked. And I did.
Then Daniel needs
So-
a higher score then probably.
Yeah, no, I'd give it like a 9.9, very biased opinion.
I score by 5 is average.
Yeah.
That's how I do it.
I mean,
Like I said,
think
very
that's how we all
biased.
do it now. All right. So now
I
that
don't
we've
know how
got
to
all
look at it
that
objectively.
out of the way, so next time on Smash Team Games, we kind of went off track from our original intents because, like, we had other stuff we were gonna record, but, like, okay, so now, it's time for some new marathons, and the first one, like, we're gonna be, well, you know what, I don't want to say them out loud. You may already know what they are because I may have mentioned them before, but figure them out yourself, dumbass, or just wait until we upload them, bitch.
Spoilers.
Well, until then, this is Smash Team Games, signing off.
Thanks for having me.
Bye.